We are talking with Chip Cathey, who is the new principal this year at North Lincoln High School. Chip, for you, it's a bit of a homecoming.
Yes, sir, it is. We've lived in the area for a long time and actually moved in to the house that we live in now the night before my older son started kindergarten. My oldest son started, and he's now a sophomore in college. So, yes, sir, it's homecoming for me to come back to North Lincoln.
You have, of course, been with Lincoln County Schools before.
Yes, sir. I taught science at East Lincoln High School. That was for 4 years. Then went back into the Principal Fellows Program and came back as an elementary assistant principal at S. Ray Louder, then Pumpkin Center, before leaving to take a principalship in Cathey County.
And you have children in the Lincoln County Schools.
Yes, sir, I do. I have a graduate in North Lincoln, class of 2018. I have a senior this year, Banks, and then my youngest son, Sawyer, is a 7th grader at North Lincoln Middle.
Now, you mentioned that you had been a teacher at East Lincoln. You were also part of the coaching staff there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I coached football down there during some good years with Charlie Lloyd. Was a head football coach, and I coached at East Lincoln High School there for 4 years, and taught with my wife. My wife, Kristen, was also a cheerleading coach and English teacher, so we had some good connections, and she's an East Lincoln grad. And so I rescued her from that situation and moved her up here to North Lincoln with us.
You, of course, came to us now from Catawba County. You were there at which school for how long?
I was at, most recently, River Bend Middle School, which feeds Bunker Hill High School. I was there for 6 years. Prior to that, I was 6 years as a principal at Webb A. Murray Elementary School, which feeds into St. Stephen's High School.
And I don't recall the specifics, and it doesn't really matter much, but at one time the Catawba County School Board was going to move some folks around and remove you from the principalship. And I understand the community just pitched fit and said no, and school board reversed itself, and you wound up remaining there as the principal. But this time we stole you away.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was a weird experience, but it was a very neat experience to see that to have that community support. That was one of our priorities when I came in, was to establish a community there and rebuild relationships with the community there, and did it well. And so, yeah, things worked out for me to be able to stay at River Bend a little longer than probably anybody anticipated. So that was really nice.
And of course, when we talk about community, as you said, you are already a part of this community. You live about 4.5 miles from North Lincoln High School, and in fact, you were even here at North Lincoln for some of the baseball playoff games this past spring.
Yes, sir, I was. Been here, done that, got the T-shirt. So we, just living in the area, always come out and support the different events. We've been to some of the musicals, the spring musicals. We've been to baseball games, football games. My son was a pretty good runner, so we made every track meet and cross-country meet. And so we've been to a lot of the games and events in the area, and it's been good to come here and be a part of this, even before being principal, because North Lincoln is a big part. The high school is a big part of Pumpkin Center and the northeast end of the county.
Anything new or different that the public, parents, students might expect at North Lincoln this year compared to previous years?
I don't know. I do know that we are definitely being really intentional about collaboration within our staff, and really hope to hopefully that'll spill over what the community will see, getting folks to really collaborate. Other than that, we're really continuing on that track of excellence. North has had a great history of academic excellence. Recently had some great athletic success. Always had a big thing in the arts, and probably the only other thing that I would bring in addition to that would probably be more of the altruism. That's the 4th A, and that's students reaching out and serving in the community. So I hope that you'll see our students out giving back and serving probably more than we have in the past.